Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. My name's Molly. I'm the founder, owner, operator, everything for Lacquer22, a small nail polish company. Today we are going to celebrate my husband's birthday, and so I'm getting ready. So I thought I might as well film it and do a get ready with me. The only goal for today is to have yellow eyeshadow. Other than that, everything's gonna be pretty similar. I've already moisturized and sunscreened and let it set for a minute. My lip care has been the Colourpop Twilight lip oils. And I think they're fine. I don't see myself buying any more of them. I don't think they even kind of compare to the Unearthly lip oils, so I'd much rather use those instead. But since I have these, I'm going to be using them up. But here we go. I guess I will zoom in for eyes first. Alrighty, we are zoomed in. I have coffee because even though it's 5 p.m., it's going to be a very late night, and I am by no means a night owl. But it'll be fine. I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay primer potion. And already, this is not my normal order of things. So, I'm going to take my Colourpop Pretty Fresh concealer and do like I normally do in the inner corner and then up by the brow bone. And then I just take a really small brush to spread that out. Obviously, getting ready at 5 p.m. I'm out of my normal routine because the first step I mess up on. We move on, it's okay, it's not a big deal of a step, but I need to get my head in the game. I just blended out the eye primer. Now I'm gonna go in and set it with some powder, loose powder. We rented a karaoke room because my husband loves karaoke. So that's what we're doing tonight. We have friends coming and food and drinks. But it's about an hour away from us. So just going there and back is already 2 hours. It's just gonna be a long night and I'm not quite ready for it, but I will be. Okay, so my eyes are set. My eyes are ready for eyeshadow. I've been using the Blends palette a lot from Blend Bunny, just because I have been trying to like test out fully my thoughts of this palette because I just bought the Ellis palette, so that will be my next video. I definitely don't need both, but I feel like I'm gonna like the Ellis palette more just based on the undertones from what I'm seeing. But I'm trying to make sure I use every single shade in Blends before going into that one. So really the only ones that I haven't used a whole lot is the yellow, red, and neutrals. But today we're using majority yellow. And I'm really just going to take this big fluffy brush and I'm going to start with Serendipity. It's the yellow on the outside there. This is more of a like honey yellow compared to the middle shade, Wildflower. That feels more neon and more kind of green based, and I don't like that. So Serendipity, we're just putting everywhere. So far so good. I feel like a dandelion and I think I like it. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush now and I'm just gonna dip into Depth, which is the darkest brown neutral down here, and just try to add a little something. I definitely need more depth on my lash line so my lashes don't look strange and weird. But I want something a little bit darker in the crease as well, so we're just gonna have to play around a little bit. If there's anything going on in your life that you want to mention or get off your chest or whatever, feel free to comment because I'm only able to talk about my life. Not that anybody cares because I am not a big channel, but I still like talking, so I'm going to. I have about a month left of the school year to finish up, and thank God, because I'm just starting to get irritated. I like my job for the most part, but good Lord, some of these kids, man, you gotta learn how to do things for yourself and not just rely on other people to do them for you. But we have a month left, and then I'll be going to Disney with work pretty much, but it's the fun part of my work because I help with the band. So it's those goofballs instead of my biology kiddos. But I'm so stoked for that. I'm gonna be doing another pack with me makeup video for Disney because I think that is a fun idea to do. And it's so much different than my New York video was. But I can't wait. And I have about a month off of work before we start doing band things again. If you were in band in high school, you might understand the time commitment. And if you were in band in Texas in high school, you'd probably definitely understand the time commitment. So I've got about a month to recharge once I get through May, and then it's back to the grind again. My husband and I are also planning on getting a dog here soon. So fingers crossed for that. I guess really my month off of work isn't gonna be a month off because we're hoping to get a puppy, and puppies are kind of monsters in the beginning, but I will be home to try to keep it under control. But I'm super excited about that. I always grew up with a dog, and then I moved out for college and I haven't really lived with one since. So I'm really stoked to have one in my life again, permanently. We will pretty often dog sit for people. Like we just had one of our family friends' dogs last night, and then they picked him up today, and then we'll have 2 other dogs next weekend. Well, they're out of town. It's always fun to have a pup in the room. Alrighty, so while I was talking, I did use the depth shade like I said I was, but I also was using Mama Bear, which is this darker brown, more so in the crease, and it kind of gives more of a honey, like amber type of color instead of just the yellow, and I think it's really pretty. I know my mattes are still looking a little rough. I'm not too worried about it. We're about to cover it with a Noctilucent palette. I'm really in love with the shade Serendipity though. I think that's really nice, the one we used first. The pastel version of the yellow, Secrets, I feel like as a trio they don't work well because I feel like the undertones are so different, and I don't love that. And I know for yellows it's hard to have a light and a dark yellow because it just turns into brown. I just really, having the Wildflower shade there, that kind of neon-y yellow, just really throws me off. Just really throws me off. And I don't love that. Blends though, as a whole, is a good palette. I'm so interested to crack into Ellis tomorrow. Can't wait for that. And I also bought the the orange cheek trio. Y'all, it looks so pretty. I haven't opened it yet because I'm trying to wait to film it, but oh my god, it looks so pretty. I want to open it, but I must resist. All right, I'm going to kind of finish up these very little details and kind of blending probs just to make it as smooth as I can because I decided it does bother me. And then I'll come back for Noctilucent and all the other stuff. Okay, we are back. I just put my NYX Glitter Glue on my lids, and now we have Noctilucent that I can never ever capture how it looks in person. I think we're just gonna stick with the gold one, so that's called Enlighten, which is right here. And just kind of putting that everywhere. Focusing it on the middle and then just kind of spreading the love all over the rest of the lid, even on top of the deeper shades. Alright, with Noctilucent adding that little bit of sparkle, I'm going to go back in with the brown mattes just to make sure that they're sitting on top instead of the enlightened shade, because the darker shades kind of get swallowed up by the shiny, and the dark shades are important. Alrighty, we're zoomed back out. I'm going to start on the face. I just did a little clean up with a tiny bit of fallout that we had, but nothing major by any means. I'm gonna go back in with my Colourpop concealer. I've been enjoying this one a little bit more than I've realized or thought I would. The only bad side is it can separate, but only on areas where you might put too much or where you might be too oily, because I am definitely oily skin. But I'm able to pretty much like sheer it out everywhere, and I'm happy with the coverage that way, and then I'm typically happy with the wear that way as well. Now we're in vampire status because I don't have any color to my face right now. I'm going in with just a little bit of the Rare Beauty Tinted Concealer, Tinted Moisturizer, and I really only use this on the perimeter of my face because it breaks up if you're oily like me, but I have it, so I'm trying to use it and be done with it. But it does provide just a tiny bit of extra coverage on the outside of my face, and I typically focus all my concealer on the inner part of my face, so it just kind of works out that well. I feel like I have been, on my side, just filming this, I feel like I've been kind of quiet because I have like a list of things that I would be, a list of ideas of talking about, because I don't feel like get ready with me's are as fun when you're just talking about the makeup. Like sometimes I want to hear juicy details, you know, of people's lives. But the only like detail I can think about is kind of like a sad thing that happened last month, where we'll never know the truth, okay? So that's the first problem. But we were pretty sure that I was pregunte, or really embarazada, pregnant. Turns out I wasn't, or if I was, it just didn't hold. But it has really like changed something in me. And I feel like that's absolutely crazy, but I also feel like you just won't be able to understand that until it's something you go through, which kind of sucks because it tore me apart for a week. But I have been like, I decided I wanted kids like last year, and even like until last month I was like, man, really don't want to have to deal with that toddler phase of the no's and the why's and all that, and you know, all the annoying parts. But like since last month I have been so, I don't even know the word, like I've been so interested in all of it, and I'm now looking forward to the annoying stage of life, even though I'm sure I'm gonna hate it in the moment. But like, it's truly changed my viewpoint on kids, and like screaming kids in public, I'm like, oh, you know what? They just do that. Like, what are you gonna do about it? You know, like there's not much you can do. And I've truly just changed my whole mindset. And it's really, really interesting to watch yourself grow in that aspect. Because oh my god, it's been like real time where I'm watching myself change my thoughts on certain things, and it's really crazy. We're still, I don't want to say super young because there's plenty of younger people having kids, but we're in no rush. We need to get our dog first. But I'm so excited for that part of life later on. We're also planning to buy a house next year if all goes well, fingers crossed, which is also just so exciting. And I've been like, I'm so tired of living in, look at this wall color. Our walls are peach. Do you know how much I hate that? I hate that. I am longing for a greenhouse. I want like sage and olive and just like, I just want green. Even if we have like tan walls, okay, let's have some green artwork. Let's have some actual plants, real or fake. Like, let's just have some green in our house. Because our house right now is super small. It's not super small. It's bigger than our college apartment. Still not great. But I want to decorate so badly. I would love to do some kind of like interior designer something. And I really just can't wait to start putting my own house together. All right, now that my face is done, I've been using this really old Makeup Geek contour powder. It still turns up pretty warm on me, unfortunately, so I'm just trying to use it up. I think it was in the shade Breakup, though. And then since the Ellis collab launched, or was announced with Blend Bunny, I've been needing me some orange blush, and this is the closest thing I have. This is super old from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Peachy Love Blush Trio. So I just kind of dipped back and forth into those two shades right there. I really appreciate the warmth in this, but I want orange for summer. Like, I want orange cheeks. I want a naturally orange cheeks. So it's killing me not opening it, but I'm very hopeful that it's something I'm looking forward to. Back to the more like current events of my life. I cannot wait for Disney. So if you have been to Disney World specifically, please give me what you like the most, what you don't like the most, what snacks I need to get, because I really want one of those Mickey dilly bars. They look so cute. I'm really not a huge Mickey fan. I love Pixar stuff. I've really fallen in love with Orange Bird. He's real cute, love him. My friend slash coworker, she's been telling me that her favorite thing to do when they go is to do pin trading. So I've been on Mercari and I've bought a handful of pins, some to keep and some to trade. And I'm looking at my little lineup because I put some corkboard up. But I'm so excited. I have a little, I don't like the style for most of the characters. The Sum I think is what they are, where they're just like really chubby and big. I just like, I don't know. But I have a seagull. I have a strawberry Mickey head. I have an earth Mickey head, which honestly might be my favorite. So cute. The little Yeti, a bunch of orange birds. And then I have one of Donald Duck and then one of Chip Oredale in sunglasses, and all of those are ones I'm keeping. And then I just have a bunch of ones that I don't necessarily care about for trading, but it was a lot cheaper to buy pins for $2 that I don't want on Mercari than it will be when we actually go to the park and each one is $10 plus. But I'm so excited. The Orange Bird has been really fun. I've been watching princess movies for the first time. If you can't tell, I'm not a big princess girly. But it's been a freaking blast. The most recent one we watched was Tangled. It's so cute. It's so cute. I really, really liked it. Next on my list, I haven't seen Sleeping Beauty, and I haven't seen Snow White. I don't want to because they feel like, I'm sure they're fine, just like Cinderella was fine, but I don't feel like they're gonna have my attention like Tangled did. But I still need to watch Princess and the Frog. I watched that once when it came out, but I don't really remember it. And then The Little Mermaid. I haven't seen either version. I watched Aladdin for the first time maybe like 2 months ago. Super cute. I'm trying to think through them. I've been having a blast. They're adorable. Cinderella, again, it was fine. There wasn't like the best storyline because it's one of the first stories. But it was still cute, but not my favorite. But it's so fun. It's been so fun. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I said already that I really like Pixar. When I was a kid, I really liked Alice in Wonderland and The Jungle Book, and I watched both of those maybe in like January or February for the first time since I was a kid. Love them still. I love the little baby elephant from Jungle Book when they're in the little army line, and I understand, okay, there are things in that movie that are no longer okay, but you can still appreciate some of the cuteness in the movie as well. But I love him. I like how they're trying to protect the kid, you know, it's just sweet. It's just cute. I don't know, my husband is absolutely convinced that when I come back from Disney, I'm gonna be a full Disney adult. And you know, we'll see. We'll see. I'm so excited though. While we're in Disney, we have reservations to eat at the Cinderella's Castle, which is just adorable. And I'm kind of third wheeling with the same coworker slash friend I mentioned earlier, because her husband's going and her sweet little baby is going as well. And I'm just kind of tagging along because they've been a couple times and I've never been. And I'm super stoked. But I'm also gonna be, I've offered to be like on baby duty if they have a ride that both of them want to ride and I don't really care for. I'm happy to take the kiddo for a few minutes while they enjoy themselves. It just seems like so much fun, and I feel like I just really am excited for the theming because I'm in Texas, okay? We have Six Flags, but it's all like superheroes and I don't care about superheroes. So I'm excited for all the cuteness in Disney. I'm gonna put my lashes on real quick and then I'll be right back. Total side note before I put on my second lash, isn't it crazy what a difference lashes make? What do you mean? Look at this. With lash, without a lash. It's so insane to me. Okay, all we have left is the under eye and then the lips, and then we'll be done. So I hope this video has been okay enough to have on the background while you're doing something, because I do love to talk. Okay, I just put on some more of the NYX Glitter Glue because if I don't, any eyeshadow that I put on my under eyes without glitter glue, it just falls apart. It like comes off, it starts disappearing. It's truly a magic trick. I'm going in with the shade Depth, that darkest brown in the Blends palette. And that's gonna be my only color down here. And that always makes my eyes look so much bigger. Like I need help with that. Alrighty, going in with what's left of this Colourpop BFF lip liner. This is my go-to warm nude liner shade. Oh my god, have y'all listened to the new Taylor album? I'm a big fan of it. I feel like every day I just have a different song stuck in my head from it. It's so good. It's so well written. Oh my god, I think she just keeps outdoing herself. I'm such a huge fan and have been for so long. I feel like she's just killing it. Just really killing it. It's such a good album. It's so good. I'm gonna go in now. Well, there's no marking on the actual lipstick component, but the outside, this is the Glamlite and Ghostface. I'm in love with this lipstick color. This has been such a perfect warm nude for me. I feel like the depth of it is really nice. I feel like it wears well. It feels good on the lips. I just really feel like this might have been made for me. I'm considering buying another one if they have any sale, just because I don't want to run out of it. I feel like it's such a perfect shade for me. And then sometimes I'll wear this and throw a gloss on. My lips look amazing. So good. Alrighty, well, there is my finished look for my husband's birthday. We're gonna go have some fun tonight. Make good choices though. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to tell me about your life, feel free to, because I just told you a little bit about mine. If you have anything to add about Disney, make sure you always are being mindful of what women are going through, or people with uteruses are going through, because let me tell you, I showed up to work that day and the next day and the rest of the week, and it was real hard, but I had to keep it together. But only the people I told knew about it. So you never know what people are going through. Always be nice, make good choices. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye.